Hey everybody, welcome back to an exciting Action Figure Friday, and today we're here to open a slightly oldie, but a definite goodie, something I've been anxious to add to my Neca Ultimate line collection for a while, and I finally got my hands on one. We're gonna open up our Leatherface Neca Ultimate action figure from the original, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, with one of the greatest taglines ever: who will survive and what will be left of them. Now, I love this movie. I did rewatch it recently. I watched the Joe Bob Briggs Last Drive-In version on Shudder, and man, this movie still holds up. There's some really seriously dark and disturbing stuff even today, and this movie's like, what, let's see, 74? So, oh my God, is this thing like almost 45 years old? Wow, I'm old. So it's amazing how well this holds up, and I think this action figure is gonna be pretty cool. And I definitely hope they continue making more Leatherfaces the way they have Freddy's and Jason's and other things, because they are getting into Michael now. So we need something to happen with the Chainsaw films to revitalize the public's interest, and maybe they can sell a few more of these. But like I said, this NECA figure has actually been around for a while. It occasionally sells out and comes back in, but I'm excited to get it. I'm also excited, I'm hoping that's the background we have in here, because that would be pretty spectacular. Now, as usual with these things, you know, they're pretty well articulated. They have some really nice accessories. Doesn't look like this one's got extra hands, which is okay. And I think the packaging is one of the great things about these too. I started out actually just keeping the boxes even after I opened these until I realized I don't have space to do that. But then I started throwing everything away, and then I realized, oh, I should really be keeping these backgrounds, because I kind of like doing some action figure photography just for fun. And these backgrounds provide some really cool action figure backgrounds on occasion. And yes, it does look like my hopes were answered. We get the nice steel door background to kind of work with artistically. So that's already a win. We're winning right off the bat. Ooh, this has a strong smell of plastic or paint. It's actually the paint I'm smelling. Ugh. But yeah, it would be kind of interesting if they ever made, I got like all these names running through my head, like Carlton and Francis, and it's none of those. The guy in the wheelchair, I'm blanking. Well, you know, anyways, it'd be nice if they made him. They have made Franklin, there we go. It'd be nice if they, actually, I'm gonna do this way. It would be nice, okay, let me get my thoughts together. So they have actually made, I need scissors, crap. They have actually made other Chainsaw characters. Like, I believe they made Chop Top and a Chainsaw 2 Leatherface, but they did them in kind of their 8-inch cloth retro lines, which I'm not as big a fan of. So that's a little bit of a bummer for me. But hopefully we'll get some ultimate versions of those guys eventually. Oh, there's more. And I know it's a pipe dream. I know this would never happen, but it'd be really cool if they eventually made us a Renee Zellweger, Matthew McConaughey 2-pack. Like maybe it's a Comic-Con thing. Like I said, I know that would never happen. You know, I complain all the time about twist ties in these things, but I think I would definitely rather have the twist ties over whatever you call these things, because these things are gnarly to deal with. All right, there we go. We finally got them out of the pack. Even got a silica packet. Oh, there's actually cloth pieces on this. That's kind of interesting. So we do get a secondary head. We get him in kind of this, I forget which mask this is, because there's like 3 or 4 masks in the original. I don't remember exactly. That is some great detail, though. Even got the little rough spot in the hair up at the top. I love seeing his ear in there. The eyes under there are creepy. The drawn-on eyelashes, little droopy part of the mouth. That's really nice. We get a nice hanging hook. That's what I'm saying. I really wish they could sell more of the victim characters in these things. We get the little knife. I guess we can put that on his hip or something. Nice little carving knife. We get the infamous cleaver? It's not a cleaver. Wait, what am I thinking? Meat hammer, meat smasher, a tenderizer, I guess. And then we get the cleaver. Leave it to Cleaver. Haha. And of course we get what we're all here for, with some fantastic detailing. That is some really great sculptory detailing. I do love the blood splatter. Yeah, man, that's pretty harsh. Like, I mean, he hangs the chick on the meat hook. I mean, that's one thing that I never really realized. I was so disturbed by that all the time, how messed up what he's doing actually is, because he proceeds to carve up her boyfriend in front of him. Like, he did that on purpose. You know, I mean, he's like, here, watch this. I'm going to give you the perfect viewing angle. And it's like, oh, no. Now, my question is that tie supposed to be under that? Because I feel like it's, the apron is definitely, no, it's supposed to be over it, but it's pushing it out weird. All right, but let's take a look at the articulation. Of course, we got some more. That is definitely the classic, what I think of when I think of Leatherface face. However, I would love to see them do a version of him as the pretty lady from the end of the film as well. Pretty good side to side, a little bit of up and down. All right, we do get some good up and down arm articulation. Of course, some twist and pivot. Nothing on the upper there. It's just a single jointed elbow. I don't really like how that gap works. Takes away some of the realism. You do get a little bit of the back and forth on the wrist. Plenty of twisting around. There's like almost no mid-torso articulation. Just a tiny bit of side to side. The legs do come out some, but of course, Leatherface was never going to do the splits. They go back and forth a decent amount, but it's interesting how I'm moving one leg and the other leg is moving with it. I mean, they do move independently, but that's kind of interesting. No twist or pivot there. We have single jointed knees, and these definitely need a little bit of working. Kind of want to heat them up a little bit and just kind of work them. Don't go too hard or you'll end up breaking them. You just got to kind of work them loose a little bit. So not a lot of knee articulation there. It does go side to side some. You get a little bit of side to side on the ankle. And a tiny bit of up and down, but you do get figure pegs on the feet. You can untie the apron and get up under there if you want to, but I'm not gonna. And he's got the nice little wrist bracelet going on. I think, was it teeth? I don't remember. Kind of makes sense because, the chainsaw thing. But then let's see if we can get this saw in his hand. And then we'll kind of give our final impressions. So this is always one of the trickier things too, is how well can you get the accessories in the hands. Doesn't help that my thumb is still a little bit slit open. Hopefully I don't start bleeding on him and accidentally open up some portal to hell because I don't have a real good connection on that. I know that should connect better than it is. Because I want to see if we can do this. Kind of. Might help if I set him down. Ow, that's definitely hurting my thumb. Come on. Come on. You can do it, but I can't, so. All right, anyways. Oh, that, yeah, see what I mean, though? The arm. I don't like how that looks, because in certain poses, it just looks really weird. But I'm sure, you can get the right poses going. Actually, let's get rid of the chainsaw. Let's, and I broke it. Yep, I flat out broke it. And he's not supposed to hold it there anyways because his fingers were... Luckily, I can fix that with a touch of super glue. But, I hate when that happens. Bummer. That's a real bummer. Bad Eric. All right, let's just put this in his hand instead. I mean, this was kind of the creepier kill anyways. Bonk, and the dude's all... His nervous system's going haywire. College kids. Even Leatherface is a sarcastic jerk. All right, well, overall, he's very cool to look at when you stand him up. Not a lot of posability. I feel like maybe more accessories were needed, but I don't really know what else you would get. The chainsaw could fit in the hand better, and of course, I broke it, but at least I didn't break it in a terrible place. But he is good to add to the collection. He should look pretty nice alongside of Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, that kind of thing. Let's see how he looks next to a Ninja Turtle. I'm hearing Scooby-Doo music in my head when that's happening. All right, so there you guys go. There's my Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre NECA Ultimate Action Figure. Definitely let me know what you think about this one. Have you ever picked him up? What do you think? What's your favorite part? What do you think they could have done differently? What would you like to see from other Texas Chainsaw Massacre films in this line? Definitely let me know. Geek out with me in the comments. I'd like to see the cook. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Other than that, click that thumbs up button. Give me that good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And now I'm going to get out of here so I can go open up some more stuff, and I'll see you all later.